Okay. All
Right.
right. Whew.
We are live.
Live, live, live.
Nobody's here yet, so
Yeah. What a week. We
yeah.
have a we have a new pope. Um, I know it's in my end it's raining like all throughout the day. My uncle says we're supposed to have 50% tomorrow.
Do what?
My uncle says we're supposed to have 50 chance of rain tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
It's been like
We got
raining.
pretty nice weather today.
Yeah,
Little hot, but it was sure nice. No rain, no snow, no tornadoes coming.
yeah.
So it's a pretty good day. I don't know where everybody is. Where is everybody now? Come on, people. You know we come on early. Now my friend John calls with the information for my house payment. I'll have to take that. Bobby, you'll have to.
Yeah, I could take over a field. Um,
It won't take long. He's just going to verify what I have in my head about the time that's supposed to be done.
yeah.
So,
I
I
think one
hear.
of the things that we could be talking about is this weekend is Mother's Day, but
Oh, yeah.
our mothers are is in paradise.
Yeah, your mother has passed away, and my mom has passed away. My mom was 71 or 2 when she passed away. She had some heart issues and health conditions, other things going on. I'm not sure what. But yeah, got a hold of her and wouldn't let her go. And she went. I got to see her last week while she was on this planet, and she didn't know who I was at the time. That was pretty sad.
Yeah,
But I think when my sister explained to her who I was, and she said, "Oh yeah, okay, I remember."
yeah,
But the point is, at least I was there on her final week. That made a big deal, in my opinion. It made it a big deal.
yeah.
So I wouldn't want to miss that. Now I didn't get to see my dad on his final week. I think I was closer to my mom anyway, as far as that goes. I guess that would make sense. Mom had you, right?
Yeah,
You're actually part of. You're more or less. You're more connected to mom than you are dad anyway. If you want to look at it that way, technically speaking, right?
that's a possibility.
And
Yeah.
mom carries you if it's the right one. Mom carries you for 9 months,
Hmm.
and then when you're learning all about life, mom's right there most of the time. Mom is there teaching you how to do things right. Dad, if there is a dad, like in my case there was, but dad taught me things that mom wouldn't normally be getting involved with. But,
No. Uh,
but in any case, yeah, I think every time Mother's Day comes around, I remember mom, and I always tell her quietly, I say Happy Mother's Day.
oh yeah. Um.
I always forget the birthday because I can't remember what days that is all the time. I get
Oh
mixed
yeah.
up.
My mother's birthday is tomorrow,
Oh,
so it's sometimes Mother's Day falls on. It can fall. Our birthday falls on Mother's Day. It could be before. It
yeah.
could be after.
Yeah, it depends on where the moon is at the time. It's
Hmm.
based on the full moon of spring, I believe. And then so many weeks after that, that's when Easter is. Is that right?
I
Or
would never know. I would never understand the dating system, but I
is it
guess
the new moon or
that's
is it the full moon? I can't remember what it said now. I'm totally confused now.
yeah. I just never know. I just never knew how they would pick those days. Um. So my mother was stage 4 liver,
Yeah.
and her death was sudden. And me, my uncles were all there trying to bring her back. And by the time we rushed her, the ambulance rushed her to the hospital. She was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just gotta have to see it all unfold in a matter of moments. To actually see that sudden hour of death come right there. It was,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep. That's tough. Yeah.
7
I didn't have
minutes.
to worry about all that, but yeah, still seeing my mom in that condition wasn't fun.
Oh yeah, and and the way that she was going, she could have just went at any time soon.
Yeah.
I mean, stage 4, that's it's at any time it's gonna be game over. So this is why you should always try to catch it when at the earliest stages, because if you catch it too late,
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, that's kind of why they kept me in the hospital for 4 days each month that I was in the hospital, and every time I was getting ready to leave, they found something going on wrong. So they said, "Oh well, we got to keep you a couple days and see what this is all about." And I'm kind of glad they did. At least now I can breathe easier for the most part. And yeah, so
Which is good. Which is
yeah.
good.
But I mean, I could have just had another episode and been right back in the hospital if they didn't do that. So I
Hmm.
wouldn't want that happening.
Oh yeah,
My goal is to stay out of the hospital if I can.
yeah. I'm just like peeping through the curtain just to see if the rain will slack down a bit.
Oh boy. So I don't know why they're showing this video. And it's not even Halloween yet. We got several months before Halloween. We're not even in summer yet. And there's these kids going around with backpacks emptying out the candy bowl that somebody has set out there, you know. And I hope that these kids that are doing this, that I hope when they eat all that candy, they get such an upset stomach and they have teeth fall out and everything like that. That would be the karma, right?
You did you not know that? And this is don't tell me that this is probably one of those bait traps where they lace it all up with fentanyl from what I've been hearing.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, we had stuff like sharp pieces of glass or sometimes broken off needles that you could swallow in a candy, and nobody would know. And so when we got back, mom and dad always looked at the candy and inspected it, and then it was fine. We were safe. Never had any trouble. Anything that had a questionable look to it, nope, you didn't get it. Gone. So yeah, we were very cautious with all that. That's why I'm still alive. See, there you go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this stuff here, what they're showing here, is just ridiculous. It's not even time yet.
This is why most people don't go trick or treating today.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
there's
then
Udar.
who would go trick or treating? Is Unar here? All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Unar. Unar. I don't know how you want to say it. Unar, you're the lucky one. Man, you get lucky with all these readings. Would you
Yeah.
like a reading? Remember, just a little different than Dr. Rita. I do my, I do my own thing. Would you like
Yeah.
one, 2 or 3 cards?
Yeah.
Good to have you here too. I thought you had a good
Okay,
reading
3
with
card draw.
Yeah, I thought you had a good reading with Dr. Rita. I thought Bobby had a good reading with Dr. Rita. I thought I had
Shoot.
a good reading.
Shoot. What are you talking about? It's like, what was it?
She was talking about how you feel like, and you express. I don't think she watches our show when we drive, but you would express something about with me where you said it just feels like I want to blow up because of everything going on around here. Remember you said that?
Hey, that's it. That's it.
And then Dr. Rita did your reading for you, and that's what she described. You
Yeah.
don't remember that? That's what she
Yeah.
said. That is a good one right there. All right, now I shuffle between each card because these are a small deck of cards, so I shuffle between it. I don't do all the crazy. I'd lose all the cards if I tried to do it the way that Dr. Rita does it. So
I
I like
guess
to.
on a Saturday I was at the right place at the right time.
Oh, there you go. Now, Unar, I remember we talked about your situation that you might need to get some things to look at, right? Did you ever make any advancement on getting some things checked out? You don't have to go into detail. Just if you got a hold of someone and try to get some appointments going and try to see what happens.
What is that?
Okay, so we got 3 interesting cards here. Bobby, you got me on the large screen already. All right, first
Yeah.
card came up is
Mm. Oh, embrace this magical moment.
yeah. Now, Unar, I'll take a picture of this and hopefully we'll get it to you a little easier than last time. Embrace this magical moment. There's some things in life that we don't really need to, and sometimes we don't get to um, prepare for, and it just occurs. So, what this card is telling you is to relax and accept what the universe is giving you. Okay?
Oh yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah. Well,
All right. And in this one,
all right. Increase your knowledge.
now, Uner, I don't know a whole lot about you, except I know that you're in our chat all the time, and which I'm glad. And I gotta move this keyboard up here so I can get the picture. Okay, one more. And I think you like to learn a lot of stuff. You do a lot of your own personal research. You do a lot of maybe some side things you might do for to know more about some other things. And so, yeah,
Mhm.
which is fine. That's what we all should do.
All right. One
The
more.
last card for Uner.
All right. Trust
There
the
it is.
guidance you're receiving.
Yes, well, not just in myself, but in other people that are telling you things. Dr. Rita would be a good example. You can use all kinds of guidance, but make sure that you are trusting in the right guidance. If that makes any sense.
Okay.
All right, now let's see.
And while Ron's in this process, Unar, I don't think you ever met my doggo Blackie.
Yeah, Blackie's the real producer of the show. You don't know it yet. Okay. Oh, that didn't work out right. Why didn't that work out right?
Yeah.
There we go. What was that?
Oh, that was just my Blackie slurping on some water.
Oh. That sounded weird. Sounded like you're like a toy, like you're squeezing a toy that was squeaking.
Yeah.
Come on, get back up there now. Let me see it. Okay, there we go. All right, so Unar, I'm going to share this with you. Let me make sure we got it right on Messenger. I think
Oh
we did.
yeah.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
there you are. Tell me if you get it, Unar. It's on the way. Hopefully it says something to you and it'll help you through your day. All right, so make sure that you take the time out to pray for your angels. We all have a guide. Okay, we all have guiding angels. So make sure that you take the time throughout the day, every day if you can, to ask for guidance from your angels. We have one primary one that's with us. We need to find out who that is. Usually they're the same ones that with the whole life in most cases. And then there's others that help within the handful of angels that are assigned to us.
Come on. You want to come? Or you gonna stay in there? Or whatever.
Yeah, I think he wanted to stay here with me.
Ah. All right, Bobby, I think you're next then.
Yeah, I'll go for it. 3 cards.
I might have to go to the bathroom here pretty soon. Hopefully we can get this one done. I took my water pill today. That's why I actually took both of them.
Water pill.
I was supposed to be taking both of them, and I haven't been taking.
Unar still can't get to the best.
Check your messenger. I found you on Messenger. Okay, Bobby, I'll send it to you then. Hold on. Oh boy, I thought we had it.
So she can get me. I don't know why she can't get Ron. She can't get you.
Okay, so I'll share that with you, Bobby, and then you can share it with her. She's on the list right there. Weird. And we are friends. We sent messages back. Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to grab it right now.
Well, I get that figured out. Let me go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
We'll finish your reading when I get back. Hold on. You go ahead and talk and share whatever you want to do.
All right. So, oh yeah, I downloaded. Okay. All right, Unar. I'm fixing to send it away. And you should be getting it now. All right. So, yeah. So, in case you missed it earlier, this Sunday is Mother's Day. But the worst part of this is your mother is in paradise. So I guess it's kind of crazy when your mother dies so sudden. My mother tapped out to stage 4 liver cancer, and 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 we try to get her to the ambulance, try to revive her, but it wasn't happening. It's it's kind of a bit sad that it's also my mother's birthday. Not only falls, but is but most of the time it falls before or during or even after Mother's Day. So normally, when you have something like that, you normally will have to do two gifts: one for her birthday and one for her birthday and one for Mother's Day. And yeah, oh yeah, 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 Unar, yeah. I lost my mother in 2017, and this right here was my mother's last dog before her unexpected death. And
All right. Yeah.
okay, oh, Ron's back. There we go. Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
So Unar lost hers in 2018. When did you lose yours, Ron? Mine was
Well,
2012.
2012.
Oh yeah, mine
Yeah.
was 2017.
I can't remember
My
when.
grandmother was 2011.
Yeah, I thought it was like in February or so, because I had to take a plane ride, and I didn't like that to the winter. But anyway, okay, so we got the first card for you, Bobby.
Oh yeah.
So 2018 was your mama, Uner. Yes, we all kind of lost our moms at some point. And that's someone that you love. As long as you are alive, you will always remember mom.
May that always be true.
And now, the only time that you wouldn't remember mom, or you might have some issues with mom, is if she was some kind of bad mom. Then it might be something different. But I think even with that, there comes a time where the connection is still there no matter what. If that makes any sense, right?
Yeah, at least you gotta have some form of connectivity as well as it's right there.
All right, so for Bobby, I got this first one, Bobby.
Okay. Archangel Archangel Michael is with you now.
Yeah. And then I'll take a picture of these cards so obviously you can see them better. Did Uner get the cards for?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, good.
This is a blessing in disguise.
Okay, so so we all kind of have Archangel Michael. I think that's how they say it, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Arch is like in my living room here. I have kind of an arch here in the design.
and regain your focus.
Okay. So we had that a couple of times for you, Bobby. I think you're still struggling with dealing with plans or dealing with some ideas that you have. And check in with your angels, Bobby. You know you got angels, right?
Um, yeah, that's a possibility.
I mean, I don't know what the Mormon church actually teaches on that, but I think that even they might agree with that. They might not agree with this card reading stuff, but anyway, too bad.
Probably not, but don't ask, don't tell.
But the card reading stuff has been going on a long time, Bobby. You know what? You know the three wise men who went to go visit Jesus when he was
Yeah,
born? Remember that story?
yeah, I get what you're talking about.
And they weren't just wise men. They were astrologers. They were scientists. They were people that knew how to read the sky. Okay? You know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
Okay. So they used some kind of reading to know when Jesus was going to be born. Right?
okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah,
So the point that I'm making here is that they used they used spiritual methods to learn about Jesus Christ when he was born. Okay?
wow.
That make any sense?
It's right there.
So when somebody says, "Oh, card readings aren't good and astrology is evil," I said, "Well, what do you think the farmers used when they were planting and farming the crops and getting the food out? You know, what do you think they used? Oh, wait, they used the times of the seasons to tell when and how to do that, right?
Yeah,
And that
they
is a fact.
use astrological
Yeah,
or even the weather to
yeah.
determine what's
So
right and what's
so that isn't to say that that's evil in any way. I'm not saying that either. What I'm saying is some people that call it evil, you don't understand. You know, we use the stars and we use everything around us to guide us on how to do things. As a quartermaster in the Navy that deals with navigation,
not. Hmm.
and I was getting to the point where I could actually use a tool they call the sextant. Sextant. And what you do is look at a known star in the sky, okay? Say like Vega, if Vega was up in the sky, then you get Vega, you get its angle of how high it was in the sky. You put that on the dial, and once you got that dialed in, you can see it in your eyepiece. Okay, that's Vega, it's at such and such height, and then you can plot that on your chart, and you know exactly where you are. Now, of course,
Yeah.
that doesn't work too well when it's cloudy, because you can't see the stars, obviously. But if you have clear skies, that's the best time to do that and to work with that. And that's a little hard to do, a little challenging, but it's something exciting to learn. So, but yeah, so we use the stars for navigation. I didn't necessarily do it myself, but the actual navigator did, and some of the people that were higher up in the ranks knew what I'm talking about, and they actually did it. So
Hmm.
I would just watch and learn and understand what they're talking about. So I was okay with that. So when people talk about astrology being bad, depending on how you use it, good or bad, I think card readings could be good or bad depending on how you use it. My cards I use now, they're usually peaceful and positive cards. You know, I think that most, unless it's evil deck, it's gonna say some bad things. I think most of the tarot cards that I have, they're just cards with pictures on them. All right. So
Yeah, may that be true.
if you want to think they're anything else, then you got a problem.
Yeah. I know Lennox is not the best of friends.
Who is
Like
it?
for you, it's I know the Linux.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know for you it's not the best of friends. But if you were able
Yeah.
to go back, I'd suggest you to try Manjaro because
Yeah.
it's more easier and more friendlier to
Well, if I
use.
don't have to do any coding to get the thing to work, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, yeah, they
But
come
the
with.
hardest part, yeah, the hardest part with Linux or Ubuntu is that you had to do some coding to get the program to work with Windows or to get it to work with Windows machine. And that is not the easiest thing to do when I'm not used to it.
Well, in today's world, it's becoming more easier and more
Yeah,
affirmative
yeah,
because now they come up with distribution independent packages compared to distribution dependent packages.
yeah. Hey, we got two people on X watching. That's pretty amazing. I sent
Yeah,
a message to Tommy, but he didn't respond. He didn't contact me back.
yeah,
So, but anyway,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I
But
don't know.
when Windows, yeah, so Windows 10 EOS is in October,
Yeah,
and there is a website that you can go to. Let me see if I can get it. And I'm gonna go ahead and percent. So this is a website called endof10.org.
I got Windows 11.
Yeah, I mean if you get Windows 11, yeah. So so yeah, so they're trying to. This is trying to convince people into the world Linux.
I don't know why they got to keep messing with it. Just leave it alone. Let it go.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah, so I
irritating.
was just gonna show you that.
Yeah. Looks
Uh,
like we have two people over on X, and I go to the X watchers, and you got your one person that watches you on Twitch, whoever that is.
yeah.
All
So I
right. Yeah.
posted the
So
link in the chat.
yeah, I hope that I don't have to do anything with that mess, and yeah. Every time I gotta restart my desktop, I have to reinstall my video program for NVIDIA. Pisses me off
I
every damn
know.
time. I shouldn't have to do that. It should be already on there. It should be set. I shouldn't have to
Yeah,
reinstall.
and I should have had to keep on fighting with the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
on my computer.
Or your volume or your routes for your audio, whatever. Shouldn't have to do all that.
Right.
Ridiculous. I mean, gee whiz.
And I talked to my friend from Montreal, and he said that he gets that quite lots. Updates keep messing up his audio routes.
Yeah.
See, like when you get your USB headset or USB microphone or Bluetooth to be connected to your computer, and
Yeah.
that's actually is a route that you will have to
Okay.
configure if you want to make
Yeah.
it work.
Yeah.
So it's a so when you get like a headset and you connect it to your computer or USB what audio device and you connect it to the computer, that is actually is a route that you will have to configure if you want to make it work.
Yeah. I got it working on Mixler on the Bluetooth headset. It's working. So,
That's good.
yeah. So I got that working, but I'm still got doctor's appointments to go to, so I can't really get committed to a morning show yet. So it's tough, I tell you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I got the took the trash can out yesterday, got the recycle can out there, and got that back in, and got the trash can out there without killing myself. Got it back in today, all done. And I didn't pass out in the middle of the driveway this time. That was good. So that's doing better. Still a little sore walking, but doing better. Yeah, if anybody wants to do a little research on what a cardiac angiogram is, and it deals with AFib situation. Anybody that has the
Hey, look who's here.
hey Julianne, you want a reading? You need more eyes, not screens. You just need more eyes.
I think I need some extra muscles on my neck if I'm gonna do something like that.
These are oracle cards, Julianne. Would you like one card, two cards, or three cards? Your choice. I do shuffle them each time, no matter what. Good to see you here, though. I'm missing you. I hope you're okay in California, right? You still in California? I want to know how Star's doing. Star hasn't talked to me for a while. I'm a little upset about that. She usually
Yeah.
calls and says hello.
Maybe if I see her in a game and Julie wants a 3-card draw.
Yep. All right. 3 cards. All right, here we go here.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I got you on Messenger. I can send it right to you. Shuffle them really good here. Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna message Star on the Xbox
No, that's a
Messenger.
little bit. We had that one earlier, but that's going to be your first card. Oh, that one popped out. There you go. That's your other one. I like that. That goes good with that one. Holy cow. Amazing. That one just jumped out at me, almost hit me in the eye, and I got glasses on. See, the spirit always knows what card I need to get. Actually, wait a minute now. Okay. That will work with that, I think. All right, Julianne. Here's your first card. Bobby.
Oh, regain your focus. Regain your focus.
Now I had that one for that was for you, I think, Bobby. Or was that for?
Let me see if it's either Unar or it was me.
No,
it was me.
No. Okay.
Have no fear.
Yep. And now I know a little bit about you, Julianne. We had some good talks in the past, and I know with your book and stuff you're doing and all that stuff, and it could be a little dicey, but you need to have faith.
Yeah.
You got to get your message out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, what did you get the third card yet, or
This
that's
is the third
coming?
card right
Be
there.
honest with yourself.
Yep. Yep. Got
Yeah, so
different
I
things going
messaged
on now,
so I
eh?
messaged Star on the Xbox thing. See if she responds.
Well, you have to regain your focus then, Julianne. That's what the first card tells you. And in order for you to get rest, I think you have to be able to trust in yourself. Hold on a minute while I get this lined up here.
Yeah. Sure, you got Julie on Facebook. That should be easy.
Yep, yep, I have her. I have Unar too. I don't know why they didn't get the pictures. Huh? There we go. That's better. Trying to line these cards up where they're just right. No.
I am working on taking care of some health things. Oh wow. Yeah.
What about what?
She's got some health issues going on at her end.
Yep, I think we all do. Okay, that's good enough, I think. I share that with Messenger. I got Julie. Come on. Right there. I knew I had you right there. Let me know if you get that, Julianne. I sent it to you. So the first card tells you to regain your focus. You got too many things going on. Second one says don't have any fear in what you're sharing. Tell it like it is. Don't 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 beat around the bush. Yeah. And the third one is be honest with yourself, no matter what. I think you always are, so that's not going to be an issue. I
Yeah.
would hope that we are all honest with our own selves, and that we can definitely get more things accomplished and get through some things. Juliana, the first 4 months of this year has not been very friendly to me. The first 4 months of this year, I spent 4 days of each of those months in the hospital. So the over the holiday, over the New Year's Day weekend, or that was during the week rather, middle of the week, but the last 2 days of 24 and the first 2 days of 25, I'm in the hospital. That's how I started the year, how I ended the year, and how I started the year. Then after that, it seemed like every time I go in for a outpatient procedure, just one visit, you're done, you get to go home. Nope, there's something else wrong. Got to keep it for a couple days. You get to stay here. I'm doing better. I can breathe better. I know that I don't have any blockage. I didn't have to get a stent. They were talking about getting a stent. I had to get a stent if I had a blockage. They did the cardiac angiogram, if you know what that is, and they checked for any kind of blood clots or anything along the way, and I was lucky enough they only had to do it through the wrist. Yeah, yep, you know what I mean. It's not any fun when you're thinking you're just going there for a couple hours visit and doing their procedure. Okay, you get to go. But no, when they say, oh, we got to keep you a little while to see why your thyroid's going crazy. So anyway, out of all this hospital stays and different procedure stuff and testing on this and that and the other thing, and they found out that my thyroid was not acting right, and it was not allowing the calcium to be put out into the system, which was causing the heart rate issue, which was causing certain other issues go haywire, and breathing problems and everything like that. And so, Bob, you can change the screen if you want.
Oh yeah.
And then, what's interesting about all that is that I lost 20 pounds. I lost 20 pounds. I went from 270, right around 270. And after all this stuff going on, I wind up being 254 for real. So now I'm looking at researching how to keep that off, how to keep that extra weight off, because I know it's not any good for me. So what I discovered, and then I read it on Grok. Grok is a search engine for X, and it talked about some healthy eating options and things like that. And then it said, at the bottom line, it said, the worst thing you can do is eat sugary snacks because the sugar is not good for you. Well, yeah, I know. I know, diet soda, I know. I'm working on it, all right? Give me a break. I got rid of the sugary snacks. Cut me some slack here. We're working on it.
Yeah.
So, got to do one thing at a time. You can't really do all that. Tie my hands and make me starve to death for diet soda. I'd lose a lot more weight. Wouldn't have to worry about diet soda. But yeah, so anyway, I figured out Pop Tarts. I'd have a Pop Tart every morning and maybe sometimes in the afternoon. But when you get the frosted Pop Tarts, that's a whole lot more sugar on those things than you wouldn't believe. And now I'm not a doctor, so don't pay attention to that. But go ahead and do your own research. You'll see what I'm talking about. You
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You gave up smoking? No way. No, that was one of your biggest problems. But that's good. Congrats on that. Keep it up. Remember, you don't need that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And anyway, in my situation, the diet soda, I am drinking water. Okay, so I am trying to alternate the water with the diet soda. So I do have one here that I'm drinking on. So
Oh.
take time.
Hey, Marco.
How you doing? And so anyway, what I learned about that is that before I read it on Grok, I learned that the sugar does not get processed through the system. Okay, through your body system, the sugar goes into your body, basically turns into fat. Okay, no offense towards anyone that's fat. I'm fat. I got it. Call me fat if you want. I don't care. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm doing. And sugar goes right to your body, right? So what you got to do is eat sensible things that the body can burn off, or that it can process through the proper channels without it getting stuck somewhere, like in your hips. or other places. So I don't eat the Pop-Tarts all the time. I might have one if I ever get another box. We'll see what happens. But I'm not really too much of a big thrill about wasting time or efforts to get another box of Pop-Tarts. I'm fine without the sugar. This morning, before I had my lunch at the bar, I go and get my cheeseburger on Friday. And I was like, man, I'm kind of hungry. I just want something. And so I had some of this out of my emergency food stuff I have. I found some cream of wheat that was really easy to cook. Super easy to cook. Nothing, there's no
Wow.
sugar on it, nothing there, just heat it up and eat it. So much easy. Don't have to put any sugar on it. Just eat it. It fills in that spot that where you're just a little hungry, and I was fine. Another way that they told you that this could be done is drink more water. Now, diet soda is going to make you more hungry. Okay. Yeah, popcorn. They were talking about light salt. You got to watch out for the salt on some of those snacks. Okay. So if sugar don't kill you, salt will kill you on the heart thing. My sodium is like off the charts at some point, so I got to be careful about that. But they have light salt. But they have those puff popcorn stuff. You know, that's really good snack. Apparently, something like that. So I'll get into that. I'll get something like that. But I'm really trying to cut out the sugar and really trying to figure out a good diet. I have an Emerald Lagasse. I can cook some good stuff. Bobby, what are you doing, man? That's loud. Oh boy. Yeah, so I got an air fryer I can use and cook some good meals, you know, all that stuff. But I don't want, you know, my hardest thing is just living by myself, and then cooking for one person is difficult. You know, cooking for one person is challenging. So I find it a lot easier just to go and get a burger at the bar or go somewhere else and get a get a lunch to take home, you know, whatever they're having, you know. And yeah, that costs a little bit more, but you know what? I don't waste the food. Okay, I don't waste the food. Now, if I buy a bunch of food to cook up at home and then I don't eat it, then it goes where? In the garbage can, or I throw it out for the animals and they get to eat it. Um, but anyway, the thing is, it's just a waste of money and waste of time. I wish there was some way where I can make it for two people. That way I would have an extra serving later. You know what I mean? So like I'd have one, or I'd have an extra serving for tomorrow, whatever the case is, next day, whatever. And in that way it wouldn't be wasted. So I gotta get through that kind of thought process and learn how to do that as a single person. Try to learn how to do that, and it's challenging, you know. So it's challenging. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the water, which I am, and I'm work on just eating a little bit better. Um, Hopefully that will help me keep the weight off and maybe lose a little bit more. So, but yeah. So, and then I went to get gas today. What's your gas price there, Julianne? I don't think you drive though, right? You don't drive, or if you do drive,
I don't drive either, so
but what is the gas price where you live, Bobby? You do pay for gas sometimes. You help pay for gas,
yeah,
right?
I didn't even go anywhere today because of the weather.
Oh, okay. Well, you can look it up. You can look it up for Louisiana, for your area. What is it? Look up Gas Buddy or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up Gas Buddy. It'll tell you the price. Free app. You don't have to worry about that. Um, but I paid $2.99 for gas, and I don't know if anybody heard me or not, but verbally outside, I spoke it out loud. I said, "Thank you, President Trump." I don't know if anybody heard me or not, but I'm waiting for somebody to say, "Oh, the president doesn't set the prices," and then I was going to argue the point. Well, why weren't we this low when President Biden was president? Oh, wait. So apparently somebody does set the price then. That's right. Gotta tell me that crap.
Oh, there's Star.
Star, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Where's she at?
Hey, so
She's on the bottom. Hey,
according to gas money is 267.
267. All right. How's gas in California? Anybody? Anybody? Just as you drive by. What do you take the bus or you drive? How's the gas prices over there? And Marco, you're in South Carolina, right? And Uner, I don't know. You said you were in Minnesota, right? No idea.
And
Still high where Star is. Okay. Star, would you like a reading? I use Oracle cards here. Would you like a reading? 1 card, 2 cards, or 3 cards?
I'm just waiting for the rain to slack.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was still kind of high here, but from what I hear is that the states that have the high gas, it's the governor and the state's political stuff that make that happen. So, like in Minnesota, we're run by Democrats, right? And I don't mean to get political.
Okay.
Hold on, Bobby. Wait now. Let me get a thought in here. Quiet. Wait.
Okay.
Keep your thought. Keep your thought. Now, I know that in Minnesota we're run by Democrats, and they set the prices for the taxes on the gas for whatever neighborhood it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So same thing with California. California is run by what? A Democrat governor, right? Okay, there you go. Oh, hey, I gotta get this, Bobby. You go ahead and take it.
Yeah, and when you get back, it's a 2-card draw. Yeah, so. All right, so. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I was trying to get to Ron. Ron is that she wants that you want a 2-card draw, and so in case you missed it earlier at the start, this weekend, well, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and for me, Rod, and Unar, our mothers are already in paradise. My mother was sudden. She had that stage 4. She had that stage 4 liver cancer, and at the moment, she was about ready to pass the portal between life and death. She was. I mean, it was like me and my uncles were all right there, and we called for an ambulance. They were able to stabilize her, but when she got to the hospital, she was considered DOA. And yeah, man. And Star, I just noticed that you was doing Diablo 4. We might need to get back on Diablo 4 one day, see what's up and stuff. You still on those season those, huh, Star? Yeah, so yeah, my mother was 2017. Yeah. Oh, you're more Diablo than Destiny 2. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, it's like we haven't seen you in a while, and you're And Ron just said, "Hey, let's try to get you on and let's talk about some stuff." Um, I did both. I was doing new things. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I usually find Destiny 2 more of a cash grab, even though the game is free. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, so for those of you wondering, Ron is a little bit busy with the with his person. Yeah, they do that. Yeah, I some so like I said, I'm waiting on yeah, you could have talked if you wanted, Bobby. Oh yeah, and so I just got nothing saving for the we got ourselves a new pope. Um, Pope Leo the 14th, first ever American pope. The last one we had was a South American. I forgot what country of origin, but this one we got now is from. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Oh yeah. I was told that it would ease. There's a lot of mixed feelings. Oh yeah, or so I was told, and it took about 3 rounds to make it work. I'm just from what I was told, the Catholic Church is a hot mess. Yeah, every time will tell, but some days he may not agree with Trump on. Yeah, yeah, especially whenever he knows JD Vance, the vice president. Oh yeah, it stopped. I'm just waiting on Ron to get done. Oh yeah, it stopped. I'm just waiting on. Yeah, today it's like it's due to 3 things they have done for years. Due there, things have done for years. Yeah, at me. Yeah, yeah. Hang on. That's something that could be doing, bringing you in while you're waiting on the card or when Ron gets done and stuff. So, and the stay ever will. All right, all right. It's away. It's away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So right now, yeah, check your Skype or Teams for the link, and maybe you might have something to really explain. while we're waiting on Ron to get back. My, my little Bucky boy. Oh, there you are. All right, what's up, Star?
Oh, hey, what's up, Bobby?
Nothing much. How about you?
Not much. It's
So
been.
you was gonna talk about your reaction to the conclave and the new pope, or
His energy's a little bit different, but it's mixed bag. He's not going to agree with a lot of things, but certain individuals want him to one way, but he's holding cards to his heart. So what he's planning to do. So that's how it is in the Vatican and the other stuff. There have been a lot of deep water due to a lot of things they have done for many years, Bobby. So it's some stuff they kept hidden, even certain stuff they have done to the people time to time.
yeah, that's yeah, it's like every once in a while you go on Facebook and there's like a lawsuit against the Catholic or the LDS.
Yes, because certain stuff they got into. Most of it's like they done to to children. Certain things they have done, the certain kind of rituals, and what they did then and there, not upbringing. They are have certain intentions that they want to have their own way, but it's not open to the public. So you're looking, there's a lot of certain things they don't want a lot of people to know, especially in their vote.
Yeah. I'm not sure that is real news, but I think they have like a 5,000-year-old boat they just reopened. I didn't see the video, but or uh, I mean it was in my recommends, but I didn't get a chance to see it.
You might take a look, might kind of help you then and there.
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, Star, how you been?
Doing good, just keeping busy. I've been
Yeah,
hiding out.
yeah. When it comes to gas, is it like about maybe 4 or 5 where you're at, or
Yeah, around there, sometimes it's like six because California, we're a heavy tax state due to policies, to the certain policies the governor have put, and the people voted that shit. Uh,
yeah?
and the food is expensive, and it's like we had to do certain things, so it's a little bit kind of hard. We still have stuff coming in.
Aren't you glad you're not in Los Angeles where every day there's always got to be a chase?
There's always something down there, but half it's been destroyed by energy weapons. So, Bobby, there's a lot of things going on, mixed feelings. It's not really stable. Not many people have came back. There's some things they're dragging their feet like they did to Lahaina and Maui. But we still get LA people coming up here where I'm at in the desert area. So we had to put up with these LA's like sending these people up here causing problems where I'm at. There's always stabbings, there's shootings, there's something. Smash and grab. We can't even have nice shit here anymore due to
Oh yeah.
policy. So
I'm
it's
gonna I'm gonna tell you right now where I'm at. Almost, if it's not automotive theft or murdering or plundering, it's always people taking a lot of stuff that doesn't belong to them. It belongs to like the city and stuff.
yeah, they've been doing a lot of that. Yeah, I think it's the policies that allow certain things. We got certain people should not be there. Same thing as California. We got a lot of undocumented immigrants are causing a lot of problems here.
Yeah.
Some places you might see, like other parts of desert, like Rosemont, there's some weird stuff, but some people do some shitty things.
Yeah.
We don't have nice stuff anymore. We lose a couple buildings then and there. It's not the same like it was way, way back then.
Yeah. It's like now any chance of you going back to Hawaii, or you
I
think
don't know. It could be like years. It depends. I mean, another person would choose what we wanted to do. It depends what his work, where we had to go, if he has to go in our state. So, and right now, Hawaii has a housing crisis due to the political and Democrats are causing a lot of problems and pushing a lot of people out and trying to put the certain stuff there. They're trying to make a certain smart cities in certain parts in Hawaii, like they're trying to do to Lahaina.
oh wow, that's
And we're going to have a smart city here down below in LA. So I don't know if people's going to accept it or not or fight it. But it's in the city's documents. You can look at certain documents in your city and see what kind of plans, and then you can see right there.
oh yeah. Yeah, that gets to be a lot scary as we go on by.
Yeah, it's going to be a kind of rough for a while because right now, one of my feelings is blue cities and certain policies. We might lose 15 cities. I'm not surprised because there's certain things what's going on like that, and so we might have like clear chance maybe in the fall, but certain things has to be in place.
I see. Yeah, so Unar is 20 minutes from Minneapolis, and it's like you getting murders and plunderings every day.
Yeah, it's kind of sounds like the policies where the person is suffering. It's not all states are kind of covered, but it's certain policies to the government and who kind of runs this cause allowing these things. And the people who vote these people and is bringing up the upbringing.
Hmm. What do you think about Trump's deportation and the possible threat that he could be violating international law?
Way I'm looking at the judges are like attacking them that are deep state. What like I picked up on. Unfortunately, there's certain things of what they're trying to do. Some people don't want him to do that, but he's trying to get rid of the bad as illegals to put them back to their own country. The ones who are killing, plunging, murdering, or causing problems, the high the total poem, he's trying to get rid of those. Then he's going to drop down to certain class, certain levels.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's the way I figure what he's been doing. And people have mixed feelings about Trump. And right now, he's like, trying to do what he can do, but there are certain those are stopping him, dragging their feet. There's certain things been going on,
yeah. So yeah,
but
that
he
just
has,
go
but
ahead.
he does have a couple of infiltrations in the White House that are not part of his thing.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard there's a couple of firings that was noted. I think the librarian from the Library of Congress got fired. The FEMA chief got fired.
The FEMA the chief didn't do the things correctly in Lahaina and LA, even in North Carolina, where the disasters that went. They didn't give a two shits about the people. Only if you are a different let's say if you're Republican, they snobbed you, or they like that they could do their own shit.
I mean,
They post to help anybody. Doesn't matter what party, what person it is. If a human is a human, you post to help. Simple as that.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah. So right now I'm just waiting on Ron to get done so
He's
that.
busy with an important phone call. It could be something in a doctor's appointment or something for him.
Yeah. Well, I think this is about finishing up his apartment and about his mortgage in a few months.
Really?
Yeah, like he took out like a mortgage loan, and he like paid a majority of it. I think he's been there for about 8 years.
Uh,
Which
you need to give him a break.
yeah, sometimes I wish we can all could just take a break.
Well, the elites always have their ways. So, like, rules are for them, not from thee. Like, they put rules on certain people. And I'm not surprised, over the years. Of course, there's certain ones hiding in bunkers and using taxpayers' money for underground cities. I'm not surprised. The wealthy. Man, they gotta steal a boss, but are
Oh
they really
yeah,
hiding something, or they typically want to hide because they know they're going to be targeted? I don't know which one.
yeah. Now you're lucky you still got a mother, huh?
Hmm?
Yeah. So you still got a mother, right?
I don't have my mother, basically. She's been gone. She passed away in 2019.
Oh, 2019. Oh wow. So like, Ron was 2012. I was 2017. Unar was 2018. And but yours is 2019. How did your mother die anyway?
Um, her addictions, basically, the things that she did, her heart, basically.
Yeah,
It's like all the things that she's been doing that added kind of a lot of factors into play, and the
yeah,
people she kind of hang out with as a bad influence in some of them, and certain
uh,
things what you do, it might affect you down the road, that kind of stuff. And so it's just like how it happened, and the people didn't really much care to help her out because I was not there. The people she was with didn't do the planning. She could have, would have, make it, but fortunately, the the people didn't do her boyfriend basically didn't do the thing, and her other friends didn't do
yeah,
anything coordinate. So I already deal with all the BS. It's like people could do a lot better like that, but
mm,
so much I could do. But
yeah.
that's how it is.
Now, was able to accomplish like your high school graduation? Because I accomplished mine in 20 in when
I
I
did
was
mine a long
19.
time ago. I didn't like the human public schools. They're kind of boring. I want to deal with other stuff than that because some things
Yeah,
that weren't put it in a spiritual way of knowledge, but I remember what I've been taught, like other sources.
yeah. I think Catholic schools or private schools might have cost too much. I graduated in public school.
I did too, but I didn't like it. It's kind of boring, and I got a lot in trouble because my knowledge way I think they didn't even allow that. So
I
there's so much
tried
I
to
could
keep
do on you.
myself in check whenever I was in school. and even though I didn't like it either, I just like the public school system should learn more
Yeah,
than
but now it's like, what the fuck? What's all this junk that they're teaching the newer souls, like kids? And I'm like, they could learn other things than porn shit. uh,
or how to be a
like,
queer or something.
yeah, that's a lot of shit in California. I'm like, the kids need to be taught to be kids. They need to learn other basic stuff so they could do well in society. Then, uh, certain things is pointless.
Hmm. Yeah, it's like they're not even teaching people reading, math, and arithmetic. Those are
Nah, like I hear like what certain people say like math is racist. How can math can be racist? That's my question. But I don't know what these certain people think, and I question and I get in trouble questioning a lot of certain things over a period of time because my thought process isn't like most humanity over the years.
yeah. It's almost like they don't want you to teach about the American Civil War or the Revolutionary War today.
And they treat us part of my native side like savages. So I'm like, you people did some shit. So like, and some of you kind of taught certain natives to do certain shit. So I'm like, it's just like certain things, and not much I could really do because some people kind of fight a whole lot, and there's a fight about certain holidays and what now, and in other parts of the world they did some shit too, basically. So one point is slaves, at one point like that, learn the thought and the process one way or another, and a lot of people think it's just like one typical, but it's like others experience it. Some got a lot worse than others.
Yeah. Aren't you glad at the turn? I don't know when you graduated, but at the turn of the century, we had to end up start doing uniforms in all schools.
I usually had to do a certain part of uniform, like military stuff like that, all the certain times, the calendar year, a week, because one point the program I was involved with, so it's not bad. Well, at least I don't have to wear other clothing.
Yeah,
But
it's like it's gotta be a plain shirt with khakis. Whenever I was going.
mm, it happens, man. In certain policies, it depends what state, what country,
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
and then
But
you
I
also
hear,
got. Go ahead.
but I hear the other countries they taught their children like more advanced than us, United States, and I look at a lot of stuff. I say, how come we're not getting like this, and yeah,
Yeah,
I hear my brother's friend usually go to Philippines a certain time of year for training, for school, that kind of thing. I don't blame the parents because they had this shit had to do her in the school. I kind of question a lot. And it's just
yeah.
how it is. And I left the high school year
Um, yeah,
2001.
yeah. I will soon. Yeah. Ah, I wish Rod would hurry up with his phone call. I might. Um. Yeah, so that I can take the dogs out.
You're dog
Uh,
sitting today?
yeah, my uncle's calling me out for to take the dogs out and stuff.
Sometimes I used to do that time to time. My ex roommate,
Yeah,
like
it's like
helping.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, because I think I, I'm not sure what Ron wants to do. He's usually like the person behind it.
True. I know you guys could easily get hold of me. I do respond, but I don't know why they just like down in Skype. I just don't like the teamwork thing. It's not fully integrated, or I guess.
Let me see if Ron gets the message.
He might glance it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think his audio is mounted to his headphones. Um, and he might be a little bit busy. And I don't want to keep it hanging with nothing being heard or something.
Unless we could come up with something else you want to talk about till he gets back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to hold the fort, but yeah,
I know, but anything else you have on mind? Really want to ask?
yeah. Oh, I think Ron is trying. Oh, probably not. Let me see if I can get him on Teams or
I
Messenger.
I don't know what other thing they're gonna do. You might have to do a messenger get through. So, like anything going on your side, Bobby?
Nothing much.
Mm,
Yeah,
it's just like how it is. But I hear some kind of rumors that I guess people are like, how eyes on the Golden Gate Bridge. That's San Francisco you're talking about. That's like a traveling hub.
yeah,
If somebody takes that out, that's disastrous.
yeah, yeah. Hang on. I'll be right back.
All right. Hey, you're going to take care of the dogs?
Yeah, I might have to attend to the dogs because otherwise my uncle's gonna have a fit.
You could really have them outside for a bit, and then after that, after a few minutes, then allow them to get back in. They behave themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. And if I can't get him, I'm just gonna have to make the call because I can't just leave it hanging and next thing you know there's nothing being played.
Yeah, well, I don't know what is anybody else like there they want can we just
Uh,
talk about or
oh, there's one right now.
All right, what's up, Bobby? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, yeah, I take over for a
Star,
bit
what are you
here.
doing?
me?
Star. Yeah,
I'm
what are you
here.
doing?
Hey, I'll be
Oh,
right
playing
back,
level
Ron.
4,
I'll be right
talking to
back.
you
Sorry,
guys.
sorry about that, guys. My friend John who sold me this house. I'll have this house paid off in August.
Mm,
Okay, it'll be mine. All right.
there you go.
And the good thing is he already paid for the taxes for this year, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's all done. So I got
Taxes are one thing, eh?
and next year I'll be 65. So Trump is trying to get that passed where the senior citizens will have to pay for property tax. Yeah.
That'd be nice for the American.
But what I'm looking at is I'm looking to move to the desert, though, Star.
You were? What made your
Yeah.
choice for that, Ron? I'm just kind of
Um,
curious now.
get out of the snow, get out of the snow area, and have more of a stabilized, warm weather. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
hot.
I could see,
It'll
but
be
I'll
hot.
kind of warn you about the desert. The desert gets really hot during the summer and it gets really cold during the winter. So you have highs and lows.
Yeah, but you know Marianne, right? Remember
I
Marianne?
vaguely remember her.
She's a retired police officer. She helped out with Mark D'Antonio on Skytour Live.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah,
It's been a long while. I
and
haven't heard much about them because I kept myself hidden
yeah,
from
she's
other
talking about.
things.
Yeah, no, she's talking about there's some nice places out there. And my friend that sold me this house, he said, "Well, yeah, I could help out with some kind of deal that we could try to get you if you want to get out there and get a place, get some money out of this house here that I'm just paying off, right? And then move and get that house paid off right when I buy it, it'll be paid for. So I wouldn't have to make a mortgage payment on it, it'd be mine, already. And then
Yeah,
I'd still have some money left over from selling this one.
so that would be close to your friends or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be right next to well near Marianne and probably um and then she can come and check on me. I can visit with her and then we can see the telescope that Mark has out in that same area.
That'll
Yeah,
be something for you, be close to your friends. Me, I'm like fucking out of nowhere. My family is like what, like a few hours away, so I'm not even special.
well, the other nice thing about the desert property I'm talking about is I can have a few acres that where my house would be like right in the middle, and then I'll have acreage around the house where I wouldn't have to have a neighbor right on my door doorstep or
Yeah,
right on my
or
heels.
something like that because you have good friends. That is something something you could treasure.
Yeah, I mean, I get along with everyone here for the most part, but I just don't want to have that close of a neighbor right next to me. I want to be able to have some room and spread my arms out and relax. And that's my idea.
Yeah,
And
I
so
understand. Certain things not
turns
to
out
step
my house, the property value of my house, Star, when I bought it was 51 or 57, something like that. It's in the 50s, 50,000, right? And it turns out the property value is now 83,000.
Yeah, because there's certain shifts. Like I can see a lot of housing, like
Yeah,
people buying and selling housing. It's like a
yeah,
housing crash because
yeah,
certain things. Lately, what's going on depends on certain areas. A good buy, I guess.
yeah. So we're gonna do some research on that and have some fun looking at some properties and really consider, as long as I can get everything transferred and I can get my medical taken care of there, I can get my banking and everything switched over. That's the hardest part is getting all that stuff rearranged.
Yeah, I know that
Uh,
kind of feeling though.
if I can get all that done and without the headache and get my car payment over, switched over and get, whatever I need to do there. Um, and then that way I can get it all transferred, and I wouldn't have to worry about snow in my later years. That's what I'm concerned about.
Ah,
See?
it's body bothering you because you're
Yeah.
feeling some pains, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but just
Oh,
winter time, the snow is terrible. Thank you for helping with the gestures. It's all right. That was awesome of you.
yeah. And Star did want a 2 card draw whenever
Oh,
you got that phone call.
okay. Yeah, sorry about
And
that.
my
I had
uncle
a
was getting impatient, and
wow.
he wanted me to take the dogs out now. And I was like,
Oh,
am
okay,
I
that's
gonna
fine.
have to, am I gonna have to end the show,
You,
or
No,
you could let us
no.
step out for a bit and me and Ron could talk,
Yeah,
and
we were okay. If
out.
you need to take him out, Bobby. Go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, like my uncle's gonna know. I'm still gonna take him out. He's already done it for me,
Yeah.
and he's a piss off when somebody else has to do it.
Oh, it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
It'd be okay, man. Like we'll hold it
But
for a
if you need,
while. You take care of
yeah,
things, Bobby. No
if you need
rush.
to take him out, go ahead. Two
Yeah.
cards
I mean,
today.
I'm just gonna take him out again. I don't give a damn what he says.
All right, Star. That's a good one for you. Yeah, I was worried about me and Bobby were having a talk about you earlier today, and it's
uh,
like, where has Star been? She hasn't been talking to nobody, and we were concerned about you. So
yes, I'm a losing ghost at times.
I'm glad that Julianne was able to show up and drop in here and say hello, and had Marco here a little bit ago. Yeah, I had to talk to my friend though, because he has some good ideas about some property that he knows. That one came
That's
up
good.
anyway. So
Yeah.
it should be a pretty easy, just as far as getting all my particular personal stuff all switched over. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah, moving sucks. You gotta have other people to
Yeah.
help you. So,
Your prayers are being answered. You know I'm gonna take him out again.
Okay, your prayers are being answered, Star. So whatever you're worried about, don't worry.
uh,
Embrace the magical moment.
Yeah. Yeah, even with all that chaos over there, Bobby, embrace the magical moment.
there you go.
All right, so Star, so
Oh, yeah, that was
let's
2.
see. Now, how do I get that to you? You're on Skype still?
Yeah, he's on Skype.
Okay. Bobby, if you need to take the dogs out, go ahead.
No. I'll just wait about when we're about ready to get done. We're about 20 minutes out.
All right.
All right. Hold
I
on.
got a lot of things like I have to focus on. I
Yeah, I
got a
wouldn't
lot
have.
of people give me flack for a while.
Oh, no.
No, I got one other streamer person is giving me hectic, text me and Greg over something stupid, and this person
Oh,
can't let
no.
things go. Um, that kind of thing. And he's still slandering me and Greg, and we haven't talking to him since December. Greg's 15-year-old
Yeah, I
friend.
thought you
So
had taken
it's
care of
like
that.
I just want I just want something to just cut his media like all that because this person is like something seriously wrong. He needs definitely help, and it's just how it is.
So now, how do I get this to you on Messenger?
You know, I'm just.
Are you on Messenger, Star?
Yeah, yeah, like that, and like the new
What
one.
is it
Yeah,
on
I
Messenger?
just messaged her on the Skype and Teams thing.
Okay, hold on. What are you on Messenger? I can't remember.
Mm,
Why don't I see you? Why don't I see you? I don't see you on here.
That's weird because using Skype.
No. My phone don't even have Skype on there. I gotta go to Microsoft Teams.
I have a Facebook and like that, but it's in my like different kind of.
All right, let's see. Okay, it says go to. I'm already using Teams, you asshole. This stupid thing. Microsoft Teams. Bobby, I'm not gonna send it to you and you send it to her. I can't figure this shit out.
Yeah, it's collected outlaw on Teams.
Yeah, but I still don't understand how to find it. So I'm just gonna share it to you, Bobby, and you send it to her.
All right.
At least we can do that part. And then
Yeah.
you can take the dogs out. All right, Bobby, you should get it, and then you can send it to her. So
So
the first card is your prayers are being answered. Don't worry about it. Okay, Star?
all
Relax.
right. Yeah,
It'll
it's
all
just I
work
just
out.
want this person just I need
Okay.
something maybe
So
somebody get to
yeah,
tell them
so
hey.
what you need to do is besides our own personal beliefs, that you have guidance. You have angel guidance, right? You have angels that guide you. Okay. You have. I believe we all have. It doesn't matter where you're from. You're here on planet Earth though, right now. And so for right now, we all have one angel that protects us and guides us and knows us more than anyone else. Okay. Now the other thing is we have other angels that help that one. Okay. But the thing is you need to learn the names of your angels, and then you can contact them. You say, "Hey, I need some help with this. I need some peace on this. I need some kind of settlement with the universe with this situation, whatever." And that's what these angels are there for. Okay. So remember, your prayers are being answered. That's what that means. Okay, they're watching you already. Now embrace the magical moment. Even when you don't think that there is a magical moment there, know that there is and embrace it. Okay? Take a deep breath. Try to enjoy the moment as it is. Even if you're in chaos because you got someone harassing you or you got someone causing trouble or whatever, just do that relaxation breathing. And remember, your angels are watching you. Even those who are doing the harassing, they have angels that are watching them. And trust me, if they're doing something wrong, they'll know. Okay, they'll know.
Oh, basically, I had to do with Greg's old friend. Like he left because his bad behaviors. He's a narcissist, and he has some kind of schizo kind of behavior. It's like too toxic for to deal with, and he goes after anybody, and yeah, it's just the way it is.
Yeah,
Maybe like he doesn't like somebody, he can't let them go. It's just like that's how.
yeah, Bobby. We went a little longer than we had planned, didn't we?
Yeah,
So
and yeah,
Usually we go for about an hour because Bobby's worried about my health issue, but I didn't expect to be on the phone with my friend John. But he's got some ideas for some trading houses and things like that. So, and I can still come out with some money on this house and still buy the other one. Still have money in my pocket.
there you go.
That's the idea.
So things are doing a lot better for you, or you've been restricted. The last time we talked.
So far, they're doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better with my breathing. I went to my checkup yesterday, and I had a blood pressure of 120/80. That has been like the best it has been for a very long time. So,
That's good.
and then my heart rate was right on the dot at 60 beats per minute, which is where it's supposed to be. So I don't know how that worked out, but anyway, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But all that's working good, and I'm able to breathe better. I am walking a little bit better. Still working on that, but yeah, and I know the hot desert sun ain't gonna help me any. But anyway, um, but now when you have a house, though, Star, what I was getting at is if you have a house and you have a air conditioner, you have a heater, all that ain't gonna matter outside. So
Oh, it gets really hot here, and I don't have a house, so I'm renting. So it's
yeah,
expensive to get a house in California or in Hawaii. And
well, see, that's what I want the desert for. I don't have any storms.
we do get storms.
Well, we might have a little bit of rain, maybe, but I mean, it rains what? Out of 365 days, maybe 10.
It all depends.
Uh, but yeah, so I just don't want I don't want the snow. I'm tired of the snow.
I have been in it for 6.5 years. Yes, snow is a lot of stuff. I had to deal with it.
And so what I'm trying to get away from is the winter, the long winters. I can't handle it anymore, really. I mean, I'll go through this one if I have to, but then next year, if I'm thinking about maybe it's time to upgrade and get a different situation,
Yeah, it's
as
a
long
better for your health, and
yeah,
so
I think it'll be better. It'll be cleaner air for the most part. Um, it just be a lot to move. I mean, I just don't really look forward to switching everything, getting everything moved. But
well,
I
it
think that
depends on what items you're willing to keep and not. And so you have to shuffle
oh, oh
what
yeah,
you want
yeah,
within the moves.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'm just talking about like I gotta have my car. I'm paying for my car, which I can't. That's on a loan, so I gotta pay that. Then I gotta get my payment stuff all scheduled for the bank, and I get the banking all figured out and everything like that. That's a lot of headache there too. And then
Yeah,
of course
I understand movies and pain. It's just
all the medical stuff. But hopefully everybody can make it easy and it won't be such hard work. It'll just transfer. I just gotta make sure everything's all done correctly and everybody
you
gets
might have your
it.
friends who will help you with it.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
get it done. We can get it done if it comes to that. But right now, after August, I'll be able to enjoy no payment for the house. It'll be all done. So that'll be a
Well,
second time in my life that I've had my own house. I was making payments on the one in North Carolina, and I ended up selling it early, but I still had it paid
before the
off.
storms come in, just like say hi.
Yeah.
What now?
Notes like that. Like,
Yeah.
Well, well, Star, thank you for jumping on here again and helping Bobby out.
yeah, no problem. You guys could easily could like drag me out. I have a lot of free time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
All right.
yeah, and
Yeah. So
anyone
thank
else,
you. Yeah. So thanks to Star, Julie, and Unar that were all here, and
and
Marco.
Marco, yeah,
Don't forget
and
about Marco.
So what
people on
did
X.
Bill think? You might be moving a little bit closer. He's thrilled.
Oh no, I'm not gonna move to New York. No way.
No, New York's is too. Uh,
No, I like the desert because I can have I can have property. I can have like
How about you're saying you might be like short distance, so you don't have to do very long, I guess.
no. Well, Marianne was saying that from where she lives at, when she goes to Pine Bush or whatever, all she does is take an airplane. Just takes an airplane flight and goes. So
But
maybe I can have the same situation. I can have the same option. Take an airplane.
probably
You
better
know,
off for you, right?
yeah. For the cost, and we wouldn't have to worry about gas costs. Wouldn't have to go hotel stays or nothing like that. I just make sure my medication is all okay and everything's good on that.
And there
And,
you go.
or if I can get my medication there when I get there. So,
Oh yeah.
but all right, we'll figure all that out later, though. But the
Yeah.
main thing is,
Problem.
I wanna get that property in the desert, though. That way I can get away from these crazy people here. And I see
Yeah,
everybody's
like
yard,
so like
all,
people are giving you
all their yard lights are shining into my windows. All I see is their damn yard lights, the porch lights. I moved out of here to get away from the city lights, and all I see is yard lights everywhere shining in my fucking window. That's why if I have a 10-acre land and I'm in the middle of the 10-acre land, I don't have yard lights in my window. Get it?
oh, yeah, like I
Yeah.
guess, but I got some. I don't have a lot of lights I'm facing, so like I'm not
Yeah.
facing toward the street. I'm facing the back, but we only have certain lights, but not as bad.
Well, I want to thank you for saying, and you live 20 minutes from Minneapolis, but I lived in uh, South Minneapolis for several years. I was homeless in the downtown shelter in Minneapolis, um, and then I got an apartment through the housing program right there on Bryant Avenue in Lindale, where a place where a woman got stabbed in the middle of the intersection. She didn't want to give up her money, whatever she had. I don't know. They stabbed her to death right there. And
Yeah.
then when I finally got out and got this other apartment in Brooklyn Center, I lived in Brooklyn Center for 6 years. And then the same guy that owned those two apartment buildings where I lived at, he said, I got a house down in Jeffers, and that's where I've been ever since. I got out of the city. Um, Depending on how I drive, it's anywhere from 3 to 6 hour drive.
That's a very long time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
today like me, Greg, grab some like food like that. And we
yeah,
had,
but I got out of. I mean, I've seen the killings. Una, you're talking about the shootings every single night. And yeah, I know. I see it on the news
yeah,
all the
there's a
time.
lot in
And
California too.
I'm thinking, I am glad. I'm so glad that I'm not living there anymore. They, they can keep it.
Because it's policies.
They can keep it. And see, that's what I want to do. Is if I have my own property in the desert by myself, nobody's there except for when I invite people over to stay over. They come and visit, things like that. But other than that, there ain't nobody there. You know.
Right.
And if you're gonna be coming onto my property like you're a newcomer, you're trying to cut through, you better be expected to get shot because you're not supposed to be there.
Oh, pepper
So,
shot maybe.
yeah, something. They're gonna be surprised when they're getting ran off a property that don't belong to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean
It's something for you, Ron.
that's one of the things I've been trying to. That's what I've been trying to build up to, and I think I finally got the opportunity here, and it looks like I might be able to do something.
Ron to take your prayer cards right, then you're all good.
That's right. Just keep your prayers for me and for that to work out, for my health to keep going, and that I can keep driving and everything like that. And
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah.
keep our prayers for everybody that we know, for our safety, because there's a lot of craziness going on in this world.
Hmm.
And I just rather be alone on my own little piece of land, and all the crazy can happen right around me. I don't care as long as it doesn't happen to me. To leave me out of it.
Yeah.
So,
And
So go
yeah,
ahead, sir.
about that because there's certain policies in certain areas is just bad enough, and that's why certain areas are a lot nastier because of it.
yeah. Well, that's why I
Yeah.
didn't want to live in the city, though. That's why I didn't want to stay
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
kind
city.
of close to Central City, but I'm not in like a major one down in LA. I want not even
Yeah.
like my brother's girl
I
wants
mean,
me like that.
yeah,
I'm like,
okay.
hell no. I know some shit.
Yeah, so,
And I'm like that and cheat. I'm like, nope.
yeah, so Star, here you go. I remember when you had to leave Hawaii, and you got to California. Then you had the damn mudslides that come in. Like right after that, right? Then you had the
Yeah, it's like one
mudslides
thing
come in.
on another, and I'm just just roll my eyes like at
And
NASA,
then you
the
finally move up
weather
north.
manipulation shit, and I'm like, okay, what's next? You fuck with our weather. Then we
Yeah.
got hit with an energy weapon multiple times, and I'm
Well,
like,
we
yeah,
don't talk about that. Yeah, we don't talk like that. Be careful.
Yeah.
but
I
On,
think
on YouTube.
it's. Do you think it's time we need to get on out of here?
Yeah, yeah. Start. Yeah, just remember some of the things we can't talk about
all
like
right,
that.
I'm bad.
Yeah. Just well,
Yeah,
YouTube gets mad at us.
Uh,
they
it's
really
owned
do.
by we call these certain people.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I just thinking about how the storm followed you. You escaped to California, then you escaped to Northern California, and then they have major fires down where you were. And
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
I'm
what
like,
the heck is going on?
I couldn't even have a break, and
I
it's,
mean, you're not even there, and yet they're trying to burn down wherever you went to. That's insane.
maybe they have a target on my back. Who knows, man?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, they need to leave you alone.
Yeah.
But
All right.
it's
All
not
right,
much I
well,
could do on that
Star,
there.
thank you again for being a guest for Bobby and helping him out. And I had, like I said, I had to answer that phone, so um, yeah, I haven't talked to him like for months, so it was time. I had to say hello and say, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
So
All
everything
right.
was fine like I thought. I thought I had it right. I had it exactly right. Yep. So
All
good.
right.
Oh
Let's.
man, Star, good to hear from you.
Yeah, well, you guys could get a hold of me anytime you want.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
All
So
right,
thank you, Star. Thank you, Unar, Marco, Julie.
Julianne and Marco.
Yeah. All right.
See everybody next time. Go and close it out, Bobby.
Uncle, I'm trying to do a show. And remember, we're on Mixler, Podbean, Facebook, YouTube, X, Trouble, Rumble, and Instagram. Pause and scan that QR code right away because nobody wants us to see a ghost holding a cannoli.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Bobby, thank you for holding it down there. I'm glad Star was able to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to take that call.
Yeah.
I got some things answered, though, and he's going to be looking for me. He knows a lot of connections. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah. All right. So, we're out of it for now. A little bit longer than normal, but there you go. We're
Yep.
all done for now. We'll see you on the next one. Okay, Bobby?
All right. Thank y'all for watching.
Good night.
Let's go.